welcome everybody to the Lifewave Business Opportunity Call. And thank you for taking the time to do something a little bit different that I think will actually result in a very different set of outcomes. You know, a lot of people are looking to change their stars, looking to find a way to have something more, to achieve something more, and at the same time wondering what they need to do to achieve it. Where do I need to be? How do I need to be in the right place at the right time to have something great happen to me? You know, I was listening to the radio this morning, and something came across that just blew me away. There was somebody who was faking having won the lottery. And he had told people that he was going to share his lottery winnings with them if they would just go to a certain Facebook page. And on that Facebook page, if they would like his page, that he would share his lottery winnings with them. Here's what's fascinating about that. Of course, it was a scam. Of course, it was an opportunity for someone to gather other people's information on Facebook without their permission and consent. But unfortunately, what it represents is an opportunity for someone to take advantage of other people in an economy when they're really trying to do something different. Well, that's what's called a get-rich scheme, and that's usually what happens with things like that. If it sounds too good to be true, it usually is. That's just reality, right? So how do you know you're in the right place and the right time, doing the right thing, increasing your odds of being successful? Well, that's what we're going to talk about on the call tonight. The subject of the call tonight is health and wellness in entrepreneurship. That is a key word that I want everybody to keep in mind, entrepreneurship. This is the age of the entrepreneur. I'm going to come back to that. Let's talk a little bit about the health and wellness industry. Now, the health and wellness industry is vast, and it continues to be the growth market, even in our current economy. Even in the current world economy, people want to feel better, and absolutely no one has the time to be sick. If you're living paycheck to paycheck, how long can you be sick before that really becomes a problem? And like I said, this is the age of the entrepreneur as well. For those that are willing to do something different, to work a little bit harder, to push a little bit harder, and to take the opportunity to build their own future, this is not a down economy. In fact, this is exactly what it sounds like when opportunity knocks. And opportunity does not always knock when you're the most comfortable. If you're one of those folks on the call tonight that has, been sent here by a friend, or sent here by a family member, or sent here by a previous business partner, right? You're thinking to yourself, I'm doing something different and this is uncomfortable. Maybe you have a welcome back to school night that you have to be back to. Or maybe there is a show that you're missing. Or maybe there is something in the way that kept you from, or keeps you from wanting to be on this call. But here's what's important. You're willing to do something a little bit different than what you've always done, just might have a little bit different results. And oddly enough, doing a little bit of something different every single day can usually turn into big results at the end. So the benefits of owning your own business, particularly in health and wellness, a growing industry, are absolutely phenomenal. Now, the benefits include simple things like waking up when you're done sleeping. Who doesn't want that kind of time freedom? To wake up when you're done sleeping. Can you imagine not having a alarm clock in your house anywhere? That would be fantastic. Imagine having the time freedom to choose when or if you go to work, or how long you want to stay at work, how long you want to spend with family, what time does family night start, and how long does it last. Those are the kinds of benefits that people who own their own business really get to make. Now imagine having access, at the same time, having access to products that are revolutionizing health in a way that no one expected. Well, that's what you have at Lifewave. This is where David Schmidt, a genius inventor that invented Lifewave, by far, in my experience, one of the most brilliant inventors and innovators I have ever met. His ability to see a need and fill a need is probably far superior than most people you have met. He has the ability to say, what do people really need to solve this problem in their life, and then tailor a solution that is unique, simple, easy to use, and something that will truly benefit you, right? Something you can do every day. There are a lot of companies out there in the health and wellness industry that expect you to absolutely revolutionize your lifestyle, right? Of course you can lose weight. Just take time off for 2 hours and run, and you'll be able to, do it. Or go in and get surgery on this, that, and the other. Who really has the time freedom to dedicate to those kinds of things, right? He takes it from the most simple possible solution. What can I put into someone's life and start that lifestyle change so that it can become a whole solution for them? Lifewave is a health technology company that is defining the cutting edge of health products. Products that work with the body as never before for a maximum effect and absolutely no side effects. Now, David tells folks that are on these calls typically about how he came to this innovation, and I think it's one of the more fascinating stories I've heard in a long time. David was actually working with the United States military, particularly the Navy, on the mini-sub program. Mini-sub program was trying to find a way that they could keep energy in sailors or in Navy SEALs that have to go out on a mini-sub, complete a mission, and return. Now, in the military, those types of things are mission critical. You have to be able to engage, complete the mission, and return safely. So the military was looking for solutions, and they could propose an elegant solution that doesn't consist of simply pumping people up full of chemicals that would then change their ability to maybe perform the mission. What if the mission lasts longer? Can you imagine if Red Bull had won a contract like that? That could be seriously problematic. Well, David came up with a solution with Lifewave, and this was the Energy Enhancer Patch. The Energy Enhancer Patch was our very first innovation, and it came to the point where it was time to fish or cut bait. David realized, this is a great product, and I'm excited about working with the Navy, but the Navy time frame, if you ever worked with the military or the government in any way, didn't really fit David's agenda. David heard from the military that they wanted to roll this out in 12, 10 years. Well, he wanted to start helping people right away. So he changed direction and decided to go the network marketing route and to work with individuals, because he felt that if individuals can tell this story and have success with this product and share it with a friend or share it with a family member, that would be the most powerful method of communicating the benefits of our product. Because the technology is so simple and so easy to use. It works for me. Now you should try it. Well, aren't we all glad that he made that decision? His faith in the individual and in the individual's ability to bootstrap and to say, I'm going to take my health into my own hands, or I'm going to take my business into my own hands, and I'm going to do something different. That is where he comes from, and that's where he put a lot of trust and respect. So for those of you on the call tonight, it's important. Why do I mention that? It's important to know that at the very top of this company, you have someone that gets it, knows where you're coming from, but knows what your desires are, because he shares that common thread. A lot of people have asked us, these Lifewave patches, they're so unique, they're so different, they're so interesting. How do they work? Well, he invented a unique method of action, primarily using light, for influencing the meridian system of our body. And this ancient knowledge has been around for literally thousands of years. And now it is highly recognized, even by Western medicine itself, the valuable tool in helping helping the body to heal. And that's what we're truly born to do. If our callers that are listening in tonight are wondering how these patches work, I would recommend one simple test. Try it. Talk to the person who recommended you be on this call, or talk to somebody in your upline sponsorship. Try the product, test it out, see if it works. That's why I'm here. I tested out these products. I wouldn't represent a product that didn't work, and I use them. I use them every single day, and they work fantastically for me. So I would like you to start your experience with Lifewave by having a similar opportunity. There's nothing that competes with trying it and seeing what you think. The other thing that is important about what Lifewave has to offer is specifically Lifewave's business opportunity. What we have, what the platform that David has created is absolutely phenomenal. It's an opportunity for people to really build the business of their dreams. And it doesn't necessarily, not everybody has the same dream. It depends on what you want to get out of your business. What are you looking for? Well, let's talk a little bit about what you would expect to find in a company that you can trust to build those dreams on. When you start your own company, you're looking for a couple of basics. Number one, you're looking for a unique product that no one else has. Number two, you're looking for a simple operations process that's easily handled. You don't want to get mired down in all of the detail and worried about overhead and inventory and a lot of these other things. You want, number three, repeat customers. You want a product that people are going to come back for. They have a great experience and they use it again and again and again. Number four, you want the ability to meet overhead easily. Overhead, the thing that you have to pay for every single month. For a lot of businesses, overhead is the thing that winds up killing. And then, of course, number five, you want the ability to expand rapidly. You want to grow. You want to do more of what you're doing. You want to do it well. And you want to really maximize your opportunity. Well, a Lifewave business gives you all of that right out of the box. That's what's so great about this opportunity as opposed to some others that you might bump into. No one has a product like ours. Nowhere in the world. It's invented here, sold here. There's no other way or place to get it. You don't have to worry about logistics of shipping and warehousing. You can easily create customers that will want to come back to your products again and again. The fact that we have been in business and have a lot of product users for 8 years is really evidence of a great user base. And, of course, within a short period of time, you will have an ability to achieve commission, to build a business that equal the cost of your product. So that month-over-month overhead that we talked about, you can essentially be earning enough money that your product would be free. And if that's all you want out of the products and all you want out of life, like the opportunity to use the products for free, that makes sense. For some of you, you may want to make $200, $300 a month. For a lot of people out there, $200 and $300 a month is the difference between the car being in your driveway or at the bank. So that's a really powerful business opportunity for a lot of people if that's all they want. Are there a lot of people that do better? Absolutely. And we'll talk about them in just a minute. The other thing you want is to grow rapidly. We discussed that. Well, Lifewave, having been around for 8 years, is also shipping to over 100 countries. So really, the sky is the limit. It's not just about who you know. It's about who they know and who they know. And you'd be surprised how quickly that starts to cross a couple of oceans. And it's nice to know that no matter where it goes, we're probably doing business there. So I can state conclusively a couple of things. If I was a listener or a caller on tonight's call, I would say to myself, well, how do I know this isn't one of those air quotes opportunities? One of those, well, let me explain to you how we differentiate. First, I can state unequivocally that we are not a get-rich-quick scheme. We have a track record. We've been in operation for 8 years. We've built a reputation that we are phenomenally proud of. And more importantly, that reputation is substantiated both in product and some of the people that are doing the business, right? For products, we have 68 clinical studies. I don't know of a lot of companies that have 68 clinical studies on their products and the benefits of those products. And of course, when it comes to the business opportunity, the best people to talk to are the people that are doing it, the people that are having success with it. One of the phrases I like to use a lot is that success leaves clues. Well, if it leaves clues, you should talk to the people that are being successful and find out what they're doing, how they're doing it, maybe how you can do it. So I would never tell anybody that Lifewave can help them to get rich quick. Have I seen it happen? Absolutely. But I would never promote that for the simple reason that many of the companies that promote that type of thing, you almost have, they ask you for nothing, and yet they promise the world. They tell you that if you don't do much, you'll be making money in no time. Just jump in. Well, Lifewave is different. Our compensation plan is built to reward people for the years that they spend growing their business and not simply for the week that they get started and then drop them off on their own. No, we want to see a committed opportunity to really build a business. And one of the ways that we prove that is our businesses are willable. You're able to build a business you can actually have go on for generations. To me, that's fascinating, that you could actually hand something so valuable on to your family. So lastly, what can some of the new folks on our call do to actually get started in their Lifewave business? Well, I mentioned it just a second ago. Success leaves clues. Get back in touch with the person who recommended that you be on this call. Tell them that you're interested. That's the first step. We talked about you doing something a little bit different. And because you're doing something different, you can expect different results. You can expect things to go differently. You're going to have to continue to do micro behaviors a little bit differently than maybe what you're used to. And that requires getting back in touch with the person that asked you to be on this call tonight. And maybe they're on the call with you. Tell them that you're interested in moving forward and tell them your level of interest. Tell them what you want to do. I want to try the product. Or I'm ready to dive in and start building a business right away. Or I'm looking to fire my boss in the next 12 months. How do I get there? Tell them what your interest level is. And then look forward to them taking you from there. I think we have some of the best in the business, the best in the industry, and I'm really proud of the reputation that they have allowed us to use on their behalf. So I'm grateful for you taking the time to be on this call. I hope that you've learned a little bit about the Lifewave business opportunity and the product. I'm looking forward to hearing more of the stories, the testimonials, and the business opportunities that are a result of this call. I thank everybody for taking their time tonight on a Tuesday. We'll talk to you again next week. Bye-bye.